Good morning, third graders. Happy start of a new week. Hopefully you had a wonderful weekend in the sun. I got to go to a gardening center yesterday for Mother's Day. My family made an appointment for me at one, so I went with my mother-in-law and we stayed 6 feet apart from each other and from everybody that worked there. But it was like we had the whole gardening center to ourselves and we got to spend a bunch of time picking out plants. And that was really fun for me because I haven't really been to any stores except for grocery stores since all of this started. So it was really fun to go somewhere different and to pick out plants and then to put them in my garden. So hopefully you got to do something fun also in the sun or inside or whatever. I can't wait to hear about it on the daily message. I want to give you some information about our week. So first I'm going to tell you about what to expect for lessons this week. And then I want to show you something new about how to submit work. And then I want to tell you how to get ready for our class meeting tomorrow. Okay, so this week, there are some things that you can expect. I'm going to get your chart up that tells you about what to expect this week. There it is. Okay. So today there will be a video posted about how to leave positive feedback for another writer because your only writing assignment this week, sorry, I have a frog in my throat. Your only writing assignment this week is first to finish up your animal report if you haven't done that yet. If you haven't finished and sent me your animal report, then please send it to me by Friday this week at the latest. And I'm going to show you right now how to send it to me. If you're in our Schoology page in the folder for this week, there is a folder that says submit your work here. And if you click on that, there is an assignment for animal reports. And if you click on that, it'll show you how to send your work to me. So that's where you send me your animal report by the end of this week if you haven't done that yet. Okay, and then your other assignment, if you have finished your animal report, and then also if you haven't and you just want to read some other people's animal reports, is to go to this animal reports folder. And first it says sentence starters and ideas for positive feedback. There will also be a video here that I'd like you to watch before you read anybody's reports that shows you how to leave comments for each other's work. Once you get into this folder, then you can click on somebody's name and it will take you to a discussion page where you can view the person's report. And then after you're done reading it, you can X out of it. There's Ben's awesome report. You can X out of it, and then you can write a comment for them. So we're only leaving positive comments, only kind comments for each other. Nothing like, well, you should have spelled this differently, or I wish you'd done this differently, because that just makes people feel bad. And we're finished with these reports. We just want each other to feel good about them. And there's a lot to feel good about. These reports are so awesome. So please leave a positive comment for somebody after you've read it. And then if you could read like 2 or 3 reports per day, I think that would be awesome. I will leave them on our Schoology page for a couple of weeks so that you really have a chance to read as many reports as you want to. So that's what's happening in writing. In reading, I'm going to post a read aloud tomorrow of a book called Explore the Desert, and we're going to keep practicing the skill of wondering and asking questions. And then on Thursday, I'm going to post a video that teaches you how to write a journal entry where you're practicing the skill of wondering in the books that you're reading on your own. So you will need to read an expository nonfiction book for that. If you go to Epic Books, there's a whole bunch of expository nonfiction books. I think I even sent you a collection of expository nonfiction books that I kind of picked out and thought looked great. So by Thursday, you should have an expository nonfiction book that you're reading so that you can write a journal entry about that. It's okay if you're reading that and a different book at the same time. Just for the reading journal entry, I'd like it to be about an expository nonfiction book. Okay, so that's reading. There will be 2 videos posted, one on Tuesday and one on Thursday. And then the work that you'll need to send to me by Friday is that reading journal about the expository nonfiction book that you learn about from the video on Thursday. Okay, whew, that was a long sentence, it felt like. For science this week, there is a new video every single day. That's a lot. So if you don't get all of that done, that's okay. You can catch up another time, or you can just do what you're able to do. But I will be posting a new video every single day, and the packet for all of the science work will be posted today also. And then in math, all videos and work should be posted by the end of today in the third grade math folder. And I think that's all of the work that there is for this week. I think that covers it. All right. I would encourage you, please, to look at the music and the art and the PE folders, because those have lots of great activities for you there as well. And I know that those teachers are really eager to hear from you and to see what work you can do for them. So if you have some additional time and energy, please check out their Schoology pages also. Okay, as far as class meetings this week, our class meeting will be at the same time. It'll be at 9 o'clock in the morning tomorrow on Tuesday. Ms. Manor is going to be joining us this week, and she really wants to hear about some things that you do, some strategies that you use to help yourself feel better when you're experiencing some unpleasant feelings. So I came up with some sentence starters you might use for that, if it helps you. You might write, or you might say, sometimes I feel, and then name that unpleasant emotion that you're feeling. And to help myself feel better, and then name something that you do. It doesn't need to work all the time. It could just be something that you try when you're experiencing unpleasant feelings. So I was thinking about it, and here's how I might say this. Sometimes I feel really sad about the things that we can't do right now. For example, this week I was thinking about how much I love taking my kids to the spray parks and the wading pools in Seattle in the summertime, and how I'm worried that we might not be able to do that this summer. And that made me feel really sad. So sometimes I feel just really sad about things that we can't do right now. And to help myself feel better, one thing that I'll do is just ask for a hug from a family member. So I would ask for a hug from my husband, or ask for a hug from my daughter. And it doesn't fix it. It doesn't actually help me not feel sad anymore. I still feel sad, but it does help me feel a little bit better. It reminds me that I have people who love me and people who care about me. And it doesn't take away the sadness, but it adds some positive feelings, and it just helps me be okay with that sad feeling that I'm experiencing. Okay, so sometimes I feel sad about the things we can't do. To help myself feel better, I ask for a hug from a family member. You may be feeling completely different feelings. You may have completely different strategies. Like you might say, sometimes I feel sad, and to help myself feel better, I just sit alone in my room for a little while. There's no right or wrong way to feel. We just want to start thinking about what we can do to take care of ourselves when we're experiencing these unpleasant emotions. And it's great to get ideas from other people about things that you might try. So please be ready to talk about that tomorrow with Ms. Manor at our class meeting. And then I'm also going to do office hours again this week. They're going to be a little bit different than last week. Last week I had 2 different sets of office hours. This week I just have one time chunk, and it's on Thursday from 12:45 to 1:30. So just remember that if you join office hours, you might have to wait for a couple minutes while I finish talking with somebody else. But as soon as I can, I will admit you, and I'll talk with you. And it was really fun to see those of you who stopped by last Tuesday and Thursday. If that time doesn't work for you, then send me an email and we can find a different time to talk if that's something that you feel like you need or that you want to do. Okay. Oh, the one last thing I wanted to tell you is that on Wednesday, I'm going to post a fun fraction activity. It's going to be in the third grade math folder, but third graders or fourth graders could do it. Third graders or kids who are doing fourth grade math could do the activity. So if that's something you want to check out, that'll be available on Wednesday. Okay. The last thing that I want to show you is going back into here and then going back into this week. I've changed the way submissions are working a little bit this week. So it used to be that if you had work to submit, the assignment page for that would be inside the folder for that subject area. Now I just have one big folder for all submissions. So if you click on that folder, right now it's just animal reports, but by the end of the week, it'll also be your reading journal entry and your math fraction activity if you want to send that in. This is where you can find any things that you're supposed to send in to me. I'm also going to put an assignment for just any work that you want to show me. And you don't have to send anything there. But like if you want to show me some of your science work, or if you drew a really cool picture and you want to send it to me, or you built an awesome Lego creation and you want me to see it, then you can send me your work through that page. And again, you totally don't have to. But something that makes me feel really happy right now is seeing the work that you're doing. And I promise to send you a comment about it also. Okay, I think that's it. I will let you know if there's anything else, and I can't wait to see you for our class meeting tomorrow. All right, see you later.